We're at the Geneva International Motor Show, checking out the all-new Mazda CX-30. This is all new for this year, and you can see that it is stylistically a lot more in line with Mazda's current design language. So we have a nice chrome stripe that runs along the bottom, and that continues along the grille. You'll notice that it's not just a chrome stripe, it actually kind of pops out. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but you can see it kind of juts out from the side, and it looks really cool, especially from the angle that I'm in right now. Kind of looks like the bottom of an eyelid, if that makes any sense. But inside the headlight cluster, you have a projection beam headlamp element and a halogen element on the inner side of the headlight cluster. You have a total of 4 parking sensors on the CX-30. You'll notice one is body colored, one is the same color as the grille, same with the other one, and the fourth one is body colored as well. On the bottom you have LED fog lights. I don't think it's much of a fog light, it's more of a design element. But the grille itself, you'll notice how shiny it is. It kind of has a piano black finish. And Mazda's logo with a camera right above it. And there might be some technology built into that logo or emblem as well. The wheels on this are, let me get the size. The wheels on this are 18-inch wheels. The mirrors have LEDs below it, and under that you'll notice a 360-degree camera system, complementing the front camera as well. Here we have standard door handles with touch-sensitive lock or unlock. This is Mazda's Classic Red. It's not actually called Classic Red, but you'll notice it in a lot of other Mazda products. It looks really nice, especially in this light that we have here at the auto show. And since it's dark in this corner, you'll get an idea of how it might look in the dark. You'll notice how beautiful the taillights look. You have an LED stripe running along the bottom, and a roundish LED running on the outer edge. That's not completely round. It's kind of like cut off from the top. It looks really cool. And above that, you have I guess it's like a dark chrome finish above the taillights. And here you have some elements that are classically Mazda and very distinguishable, especially from this angle. This one's equipped with SkyActiv X. Might be SkyActiv for vehicles in this category, such as SUVs. CX-30 badging. And in the back you have a total of 4 parking sensors, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a reflector element between the parking sensors, right in the middle, right here. Rear camera. What we're going to do now is we'll step inside. And as we step inside, you'll notice that it has a new design language in here that is significantly different from anything we've seen in previous generation Mazdas. For instance, look at the infotainment system. It's kind of at an angle, or you'll notice that it has these angular lines to it, and it looks really cool. I'm not sure if it's a touchscreen or not. That button over there, I'm not sure if that's a button either, because it's not lighting up, but I am pretty sure it's not a touchscreen from the looks of it, because there's this big dial over here, but I could be wrong. And this dial is used to control the navigation, the audio, and various settings within the car. The climate control is still located here, which is nice. This one has dual zone, obviously. This model that we're looking at has heated steering wheel, heated seats. One thing I must mention about Mazda's implementation of a heated steering wheel is, for some reason, it only heats up at the 9 and the 3. So it heats up in this area and it heats up in this area, but it doesn't actually heat up the whole steering wheel. I wonder and I hope they actually changed it for this model year so that it heats up the whole steering wheel, because otherwise usually I'm driving in -20 weather with like my hands just at the 10 and 3 and every other part of the steering wheel is ice cold. But aside from that little rant, let's go over some of the other things that we see here. So we have a camera system built in to this model. We have park assist and iStop. Not sure what that is. I will look into it. And this might be part of the accident or collision mitigation system. I've seen a similar button in Infiniti models as well, and it seems to be new on this Mazda CX-30. On the door, you'll notice a lot of refinement. You'll notice this white stitching that we have in this model with a dark brown finish, a dark brown soft touch material. It's slightly firm. I don't think it's soft touch actually. It might be, the material might be soft touch, but there's no padding inside. It seems to be just a finish, but it feels really nice to the touch. It feels like leather, and it might be leather. So we have that white stitching running along here as well. Chrome along here, right into the door sill, and over here we have Bose emblem. So it might be equipped. It is definitely equipped with a Bose audio system. This one has a standard sunroof, nothing too fancy. And here is the control for the sunroof, the dome lights. And what we're going to look at is, I'm going to see if I can, so unfortunately I can't turn on that infotainment system, but we did get this gauge cluster to turn on, kind of. You'll notice that center screen is a circular screen, and that is for the speedometer as well as various information inside. I would like to see whether that turns into a circular, a traditional speedometer, or if it just shows the speed in digital numbers. That would be interesting to see. Or if it's both, some cars have both as an option. So it's interesting to see that the air conditioning is it's almost concealed, and it's slightly lower than where you would expect it to be. Usually you'd expect it to be along here, but they placed it slightly lower, which kind of looks cool. Has a kind of retro grille kind of look to it. On the steering wheel, we have the volume knob, the volume controls, the source controls, toggle, next song, previous song, call, send, and end, info, adaptive cruise control, and you'll notice we have a speed limiter over here, as well as this might be the control for the adaptive cruise control to turn it on and off, or actually it's lane keep assist, I believe, and this is cruise control on off. Overall, it's very well put together, and it seems to be a very premium product. Let's step into the back seat. As we step into the back seat, you'll notice that we have Mazda's classic white seats on this model. We've seen this white on previous Mazdas as well. Let's take a look from this middle seat. So you'll notice that everything flows very well. On the door, you have an illuminated window switch, and it's pretty standard. You do have that brown finish that we talked about, the soft. It's still plastic, or it's still material over a hard plastic or something, but it feels really nice to the touch, at least. Here we have air conditioning vents, and you'll also notice that we have a single dome light. Actually, it might be multiple dome lights. Yeah, so it's multiple dome lights, 2 dome lights to be exact. And over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this, and you'll notice we have the armrest. At the back, you'll notice that the trunk just opened, so we'll go check that out in a bit. Here we have pretty standard drink holders, cup holders, with a nice latch to it to kind of hold on to your drink. as I open the trunk, you'll notice this model has 60/40 seats. And overall, it compares pretty well to the CX-5. It's hard to tell exactly how big it is. I mean, that's the CX-5 over there, but this is just to give you an idea of how much space you'll have. You don't have a lot of vertical loading space, but I would probably say that it's pretty standard for an SUV in this compact category. This has been a look at the all-new Mazda CX-30 at the Geneva International Auto Show.